Alright, welcome back everybody to this crazy challenge where we start on 100% byte revolution on a further completely default map. So last time we came back from a giant exploration loop where we uncovered as much land as possible to give the enemy as many places to expand into as we can, preferably places which are not nearby our base. And every single one of these green circles now is a valid expansion chunk, and indeed here we see a blinking circle. That is the chunk where they are expanding right now. So let's quickly reveal that terrain, see what's going on. Ah yeah, there they are. One nest has formed and all of these guys are still transforming into worms and nests. So even though there are still a lot of green circuits nearby, like actually on the iron and on the oil, the chance that here they will settle several settlements seems severely smaller, I would say, because there are now so many green circles to choose from. So while I would still like to turn these chunks red by placing these pipes like we've been doing, it doesn't have absolute priority anymore. So what is the target of this game? Well, we are going to want to set up as much production as possible, and how much is that? Well, that is exactly how many miners we can afford without the pollution cloud growing so big that it starts to pollute nearby enemy nests. So basically these guys, which are the most close by nests, they will have to go, because we really cannot sustain any production almost without polluting these guys. Fortunately, these guys are two spitter nests which we already discovered. They are defended by two behemoth worms though, but we can take on spitters because spitters don't have any armor. So they can be hurt by just the almost unupgraded early game ammo. Whereas like here where there are also biters, the behemoth biter, they have 12 physical armor, so we cannot take on those for a while yet because we only do 6 damage. So basically they take 0 damage at all. But these we can get rid of, and then we can grow our pollution cloud, hopefully exactly without polluting any of the other nearby nests for a while. Yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. Alright, so production is the name of the game, so let's grab some coal off this coal belt to fire up the furnaces again. We want to be producing as much as possible all the time. I left myself a chest of coal. It's a nice surprise from Mr. Past Mike. Good thinking. And contrary to the builds I made, that actually was a good decision. Alright, so that's a whole bunch of coal. Then we can fire up all these furnaces again. And my chests apparently. So this is already why this is a bad setup. Accidentally dropping coal in chests. Okay, so my first goal is going to be getting an external furnace area made out of steel furnaces. And then leave the ore fields to the miners and get rid of this horrible chest collection system. So for that we are going to need some steel. I need 8 furnaces for the stone bricks as well. So let's make some miners for the stone bricks. And we don't have a lot of circuits, so let's also make some green circuits. We can just use the standard 3:2 ratio, even though we are doing it manually. Then I guess iron gears are used for a lot of things in the base, like assemblers. So let's give them a go as well. And just keep clicking resources in these assemblers until we have enough. Meanwhile we can work on expanding this a little bit. And I guess Mr. Train, I'm sorry, but you are in the way. I will rebuild you perhaps in some more honorable location, let's call it honorable. Make more copper wire because we don't have any uses for copper yet except the red signs, and we're not gonna make signs anytime soon. And let's also make a couple of belts. And I guess we're already almost out of resources by then. Alright, so I guess that's not a lot of stone. I guess we can go build a stone mine. Oh, here is my stone. Alright. And my pistol. I'm glad I found my pistol. Okay, so yeah, there is some stone under the coal belt, but not beyond, so we should be able to undermine the coal belt by just going up against the edge. And I'm gonna need a little bit more coal. Let's grab that later. Let's first start mining. And let's insert some of these as well. Okay, we have 500 stone left to make some stone furnaces. I think I left coal in the car. Yeah, I did. So let's fill these back up. And I think we have enough miners to... yeah, I mean, look at this. It's nice that I had the coal chest, but who builds a coal mine like this, man? I never saw something like this before. And I never built something like this before either. It is... I don't know what's going on with Past Mike making all these strange... strange builds, but... oh well. Right, so that is double the coal, so I guess we can afford to scoop some coal off this belt. Let's do 3. I don't think 3 inserters can keep up with 12 coal miners, so not all the coal should be stolen from the power plant. Right, so let's turn my last stone into those stone furnaces, and then we gotten rid of all the stone in our inventory, which is nice. Okay, then let's see, where are we going to build the steel furnace area? I think I want to build it in this chunk over here, because it has a lot of forest in it. So I can just chop out a little bit of forest in the top, build my furnace area here, and then the chunk with the furnaces has a lot of forest in it, which is good, because not only do trees naturally absorb pollution, but also if the pollution in a chunk is high, the trees will get damaged by the pollution, and that process of taking damage also deletes a lot of pollution. So by having the high pollution stuff inside the chunk with a lot of trees, the process of taking damage prevents a lot of pollution from actually spreading out towards the biters, which we don't want. So that seems like a good plan. Speaking of biters, are we already polluting any? Not yet, it seems, but we are already pushing up against those guys again. So I'm going to go heavy on pollution in the beginning, because the pollution has kind of a slow inertia, so I can pollute a lot, and it will take some time to start spreading on the nest, but once it starts spreading on the nest, it will really start spreading on the nest. So we have to take into account that we will be attacked at some point. Okay, so this is 24 furnaces. Let's get rid of some of these trees, so we can see our furnaces. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these trees as well. They're in my personal space. Alright, so here we have an output belt. We're gonna need a lot of inserters actually. And maybe a lot more belts as well. How much steel do we have? Over 300, that is good for now, for the first batch. Just a couple more times collecting from these chests. That is not a lot of iron at all though. I think I'm just quickly going to make the problem worse before we are going to make it better. Just a little small extension. Like I said, a heavy, slow cloud of pollution is what we are going to do. I'm not going to set up the chests for those. This area is going to fall pretty soon. Alright, so we're going to need a lot of gears and a lot of iron. And a lot of green circuits. Let's keep making miners. That is 200 inserters. And that is 300 belts in the making. So how much stone do we have meanwhile? Almost full stacks. So yeah, I did forget to put chests here. I want to put chests here and here. This is how I first envisioned to build my iron mine. And this system I used before, and it is actually pretty decent. It is very easy to collect stuff without misclicking. And so the problem with this setup is the miners need to be pretty far away from each other. Whereas it's why I went with the chest to the side, but then the whole ease of this system is it just disappears. So yeah, oh well. Alright, so let's make some steel furnaces. They require 10 stone bricks and 6 steel. So this is gonna make 50 of them. And I want to make a second batch later. So we're gonna smelt some more iron into steel. That should give us enough stuff to prepare the furnace area. But actually first I'm going to upgrade all of these guys. Wait. Because stone furnaces, they cannot keep up with the miner. Basically they are slower than the miner, and the miner every time stops working for a little bit. But the steel furnaces, they are faster, so they will slowly get rid of this backlog of 50 ore, and the miner keeps working all the time. So that is going to give us a nice quick production boost. But also a nice quick pollution boost. Actually, let's take these 8 furnaces we still have up to the stone bricks area. Now these don't need it for the speed, nor for the pollution, but steel furnaces consume half the coal of our stone furnace. Alright, and that is enough stone bricks for a second batch of furnaces. I think we don't yet have the steel. No. That we'll have to keep going for a little. Alright, so let's just build this, prepare this furnace setup. Is that right? It does seem to be okay. So we need an ore belt to come in around the back. Alright. Now we still don't have enough steel. But we have enough to start off this process. And we can actually start building our furnace area now. And we need to fill it with coal as well. Let's put some of our stuff in a chest. Grab a lot of coal. That is a lot of coal. How is our pollution going actually? I forgot about that, that is not good. Spitters have started to absorb pollution 5 minutes ago. Dirty pollution so far, but we should keep in mind this is the early game pollution that has not been spent yet, so we could expect already 2 big spitters to show up. Unfortunately, the game tells you about that actually, because there's an achievement, we can track that. It stinks and they don't like it. Trigger an alien attack by pollution. So at the moment they will leave the nest and come towards my base, I will get this achievement pop up. And I will have a couple of seconds to prepare. That reminds me, maybe I should finish this military 2 tech. It's only 10 science packs remaining. And I probably should maybe focus on defending a little bit. So let's make some gun turrets and let's make some ammo as well. I first need to get rid of the coal though, it's clogging up my inventory. Right, the production of iron has improved a lot since I built this extra stuff. But now we are almost ready to tear that down. Alright, so this is gonna cost a lot of iron, but so be it. Now we need 300 gears. So I think I want to prioritize this before I do anything else. And maybe I have some more stuff in here. Get a little bit more ammo. And let's get those gun turrets rolling. Right, that's gonna make like 30 gun turrets. And let's actually make a hotbar. Hey, military 2 finishes. Hotbar, let's see, this, maybe gun turrets, ammo, maybe red ammo. Probably repair packs, I guess. Pipes. Pipes to block expansions. And I guess we can maybe just move the car and the coal. And we can get rid of that hotbar for now. Oh, they're coming already. Okay, ready exactly in time. Let's put... Where are they going? Oh, it's only one. Only one? Right, I guess we can see how that's gonna turn out. Yeah, that was not a match. Just one big spitter. Okay, but that means, because it takes only 30 pollution to send one big spitter, that means they are probably saving up for a behemoth spitter right now, which consumes 200 pollution. Because if they were saving up for another big spitter, it would already have been in the attack. And also, yeah, that is what I mean with we're going to be spreading heavy pollution right now compared to the early game. It's going to just rise up and it's going to keep rising. So basically we are on a sort of a timer. So let's take the defense here a little more serious. We can make like some squares of turrets. And what that will do is prevent splash damage from the spitters damaging multiple turrets at once. Alright, so I guess that will do for now, for here. I think we can ready ourselves to just get rid of these miners. It's a little bit, feels a little bit strange to deconstruct my only iron production, but I'm going to have to do it. And I'm going to have to clear my inventory for it. So let's just get rid of the whole darn thing on the... Alright, now we can put back the miners. Some coal, some iron. Let's get back all our stuff, but we can maybe put the plates. We cannot handcraft anything ourselves anyway. So there's no reason to carry all this stuff around all the time. How many miners do we have? 47, that is good. I guess we just find the lowest horizontal line where there is no copper. Perhaps like this alignment, so we can mine this last little bit of iron over here. Let's just see how that looks. That looks alright, I guess. So we need like 30 miners. I'm gonna build 32 to start off. And both of those will side load half of a belt. So basically let's make some underground belts then as well. And I guess some splitters we are going to need too. if we are working on that anyway. Alright. So meanwhile we can place the miners. And now we are really going to be spreading some pollution, because this is a lot more miners than we had up and running with the old setup. And since I have exactly 16 miners on every side, I can just sideload the belt like this. Let's just go somewhere here. And I guess I can maybe go here for now. Can always change it later. Then we use a splitter and we can just go like this with this belt. Then we're gonna need a bunch more chests. And we can make our collection system. Alright, and now we are producing a yellow belt of iron for the rest of the game basically. And the next tag is coming in. That again was just a big spitter. I don't know what's going on then. Maybe it's two nests and it's two nests. Maybe they individually collect pollution, and it would be possible they would send just a big spitter still, I guess. So let's make a row of chests on top. I'll explain the function of that later, but first I want now do the same for copper. Except for copper I think we can get away with just a half belt. So first let's see the alignment. Like this, I guess. Then we just cut some trees, also from the back, so we can see our furnaces. Alright, that should do. I don't want to chop too much. Grab some more coal. And then... actually I foresee a problem. We don't have medium power lines. So my plan is then to output on the same belt as well. You can just have the ore come down the bottom of the belt and the plates will be outputted on the far side of the belt. But it looks like we're going to need to make a couple underground belts for that, and then we can move those power lines one tile down. And that still is not enough, it seems. So we're not gonna need to do it again. And I guess we can maybe place back that radar. Let's place it in this chunk actually. Here's the chunk border. So we can see our power plant. So now in this chunk there is still a lot of leftover forest. And actually we can probably see that if we look on the map view. Yeah, this chunk is now absorbing still 10 pollution per minute. So the full forested chunk do like 20 per minute, but empty land does like 0.5 per minute. So this is still pretty good, except this value is going to decrease over the game time, as these trees will slowly start taking damage, the trees in this chunk. But every time a tree takes damage, 10 pollution disappears from this chunk, so that is why a lot less pollution will spread out. Unlike here, the pollution is just going to spread out until it hits a forest somewhere else, but where it doesn't hit forest, it can spread out pretty freely. While if you build it in a chunk which has a lot of forest, the absorbing of the trees is like centralized. the pollution absorbing of the trees, and the damaging of the trees is centralized in the pollution creating chunk, which has a lot bigger effect on the amount of pollution which actually manages to spread out from the tile. Probably it would have been better if I first set up my copper furnaces, copper miners, before I did that explaining round. Switch that off. Actually, let's be smart about this. Find the highest density of copper. 40, 44, 44, 44. And then just build some mines around that. Back to back. That aligns up pretty well, I must say. And maybe we could go one tile down. Yeah, that will do as well. Alright. Basically same trick, we use 16 miners. And let's see, that should be on the bottom, so then it should be on the right side. So yeah, we can just really sideload the belt like this. And then it's on the right side and it will be outputted on the top side. So that means we're going to need a splitter here. Let's rotate this belt up with output priority for copper plates. And then all the copper ore will get blocked and the copper plates can travel right through. So now we just copy that collection system from the iron, but only half the size, because we have only half a belt. And then I'm even going to place underground belts here, which I don't have anymore. Alright. Fair enough. I'm going to place them here as well, because this is going to be my vertical walk path, and these belts won't move me to the side. Then let's do this, so I'm aligned properly. For later, I'll explain that later too, but for now we are going to focus on making some ammo, and I guess some more gun turrets, because we don't have that many. Alright, so let's first organize our inventory a little bit. Now that we have the copper and iron collection system, we will be basically producing a full belt of iron and half belt of copper until we change it, basically, as long as we keep these furnaces fed with coal. And I think that is going to be pretty close to our maximum production capacity anyway. If we make more production, the pollution cloud will grow too much. And even now already the pollution cloud may be growing too fast. This may be more production than we are able to sustain, but yeah, we'll see about that later. So let's check what we can expect from the splitter nests. 149. I guess yeah, there will be some bumps because we took out the miners. 278, so that's one behemoth splitter. It's only one behemoth splitter, I think, because I spent 60 pollution points already. Oh yeah, maybe not. 2 behemoths and 2 big ones could be coming. Right, that's a little bit scary. But let's continue nevertheless. Make some ammo, gun turrets, and some iron gears for the gun turrets. Well, I experienced some lag. I hope I won't experience this lag when I'm going up against the biters. That would be kind of horrible. Alright, it's gone again. Sometimes it happens. Hey, another achievement. Now we are producing 20k iron plates per hour. Not too bad. 5 achievements done. Today we got It Stinks and They Don't Like It and Iron Throne. Alright, and some copper as well. Alright, so let's make another chest system here for like personal use. There are a whole bunch of chests where I can dump different kinds of stuff. And I guess I want the coal collection to come in at the base as well. Keep an output priority to the power plant, that is always a good idea. Okay, so just randomly put my stuff in some chests so I can collect this. Very nice. And while we are at it, let's refuel these furnaces. So they will run out at the same time, which makes it a lot easier to keep track of. And we may as well refuel these guys. And I think it would be better if I would have some dedicated chests to store my inventory so I won't lose it every time. Also, I guess we could put a gun turret next to this random tree here. Put 1 ammo inside. And we can see how the damage bonus evolves when we complete more and more researches. And we can make this our attack chest, but for now I would like to keep that stuff on me. Let's finally get rid of this pistol. These burner miners we don't need. Actually this train we can build. Let's have the train overlook the ore belts. Nice. Give the fuel. And I guess these stone furnaces we won't need anymore, except maybe tend to make boilers later. Okay. So instead of doing this inventory management, perhaps I should focus on going to take out those biters. Maybe I'm a little scared about that. Maybe I'm just trying to postpone that. But that is useless. Let's make some more gun turrets. 1 more line of gun turrets and then some more rounds of ammo, and then we are going for it. Alright, 60 gun turrets. That's already a lot better. I guess we could be smelting some more steel. Right, heavy armor, machine gun. We can stop tracking this one. We have 600 bullets and about 70 turrets. I guess that should be enough to take out 2 nests, but man, I don't know. Our base is going to keep producing while we're away, which was the whole point of this setup. So it doesn't really matter if we're here, because we are going to be limited by our rate of production, because we cannot really grow our production until we manage to take out these nests, this nest probably, this nest once these are gone. So yeah, we cannot really grow our production much more than this, or maybe this is already too much, we'll have to see. But so as long as we keep our production going, we will have no problem stashing this into these chests. And basically we can very quickly process all those resources and exactly what we need. Which is why I'm going for this design, where I just store the raw plates and I can make it into anything I want, instead of just building already like a steel smelter here and then ending up with a chest full of steel while I actually need to make red and green signs, or I need to make bullets or gun turrets or something. So this way we can very precisely distribute all our resource production to exactly the stuff we need. That is the idea behind this setup. And now I really am out of excuses. No, actually I'm not. I think it's getting dark. Yeah, it's getting dark. So Let's go do the attack when it's getting light again. That is a nice excuse to not do it right now. And meanwhile I will just work on perhaps extending the power plant. For that we need 10 boilers. We're gonna need a lot more pipes. Okay, one more final excuse to, to not go attack yet. 10 more burner inserters. It is a little bit annoying that you need to build every single element yourself due to the lazy bastard achievement. Steam engines, they require a lot of gears as well. And some pipes, like half a stack of pipes. Okay, that is 10 boilers. 10 burner inserters. And 30 steam engines. Let's first see how this power plant will fit. Like this. That's pretty far to my side though. Maybe we can move it over just a little bit, like that. Just quickly get rid of this. And try to connect it before the power fails. Alright. Alright, it is turning day. Just place these last. Oh, we're under attack. That was what looks like a single behemoth, but he went into the range of all 8 gun turrets, but still he managed to take this down to half health. But actually not so bad, just with early game yellow ammo without any upgrade. Or actually, yeah, we have one upgrade, but basically just the stuff you start out with, and we can defeat behemoth spitters, which is quite funny. Okay, the power plant is done, except for these burner inserters, so let's go for it. That should be a potential 36 megawatts in power. Yes. Right. So now we need to approach those guys without triggering them, but we also need to not get hit by these behemoth worms down here. No, not my pipes. Alright, so just for fun, I'm going to make a save, and I'm going to show you just how dangerous this worm spit is. I'm just going to walk through a single spot of this acid and see what happens. And I'm dead. just by walking through a single acid puddle on the floor from a behemoth worm, and I cannot even survive that. So yeah, that is why I'm pretty worried about it, because this is only one behemoth worm, and in this nest there are 2 behemoth worms. And as well as like 4 behemoth spitters, a whole bunch of big ones. So yeah, that is going to be a pickle. Oh, it just looked like that was he was going to form an attack group. Okay, whatever, let's just make a backline of turrets. At a fairly safe distance, I hope. Let's add even one more. Alright. Any walls or pipes won't help because they are spitters anyway, but we could maybe put some empty distraction turrets in front so that they will attack not the turrets with too much ammo in them. Now I just want to lure maybe a couple of them. Alright, that's good. Not all at the same time. Okay, now we need to lure the rest. Ooh, before anything too much spawns. Let's just shoot that guy. Yes, that triggers the rest of them. Now we run around. Tactical maneuver. It's working out quite well. Now we place gun turrets to distract the behemoth worms. Someone is shooting at me. I think it was a big spitter. It's good that there was not a behemoth spawn. And now let's kill them. Let's take them out. Take them out. They are not taking any damage. Okay, abort. Okay, let's just abort all those gun turrets. Maybe I can save a couple. Okay, let's get out. You saw that he shot, but there didn't come acid. I think he was shooting at that gun turret exactly when it disappeared. Alright, but that went pretty well, I must say. We didn't kill the worms, but I see now they have 10 physical resistance as well, while our gun turrets do only 6 physical damage. So that's why they were taking 0 damage, or like fractional points, I guess. Not too bad. So let's see, what did that cost us? About 300 bullets. 300 magazines, like 3000 bullets I should say. 300 magazines to kill 2 spitter nests. But we killed 7 behemoth spitters and 10 big spitters. And 1 medium worm. The big worm and the behemoth worm survived this. And I guess that should mean the pollution should drop to 0. No, it didn't not, but what's going on then? Alright, so we are already polluting another nest, but it's again fairly minor compared to what we were doing before. So where is that happening then? I guess it's happening over here. Yeah, look, it looks like it's happening in this chunk over here. Alright, so that is the next closest by ones we are going to need to take out, but these guys have biters in them, behemoth biters. And that makes it quite a different story. We cannot even attempt to take out that, because it will just go exactly like with the behemoth, with those behemoth worms up north. Behemoth biters will take 0 damage. And the problem with behemoth biters is, unlike worms, they can chase you. So basically, we're never going to get rid of them, and we are going to die. And our base is going to die. So in order to be able to take out those, we're going to need military science. So I guess that is what we're going to work on now, military science, to be able to take out those guys. But we first need to make a basis of red and green science. So let's actually look at this tag. What do we need? I guess we want physical damage 2 and weapon shooting speed 2. Then we want military science to research the higher grade damage upgrades. Like we can get physical projectile damage 3. Let's check this first. We got plus 10 from 1. Another plus 10 from 2. And then damage 3 is plus 20. Damage 4 is again plus 20. And damage 5 requires blue science, which we don't have. So yeah, let's see. Then this is 400 military science, 300 military science. I'm not really convinced about the shooting speed upgrade, because it's very expensive for us right now. 3 and 400 military science. It also will take a long time to research, because these are 60-second technologies, whereas normal technologies are like 30 seconds. So I'm not too convinced. But then let's look ahead a little bit to the modular armor. That does not require military science, except for some ingredients do. Like the energy shield, 150. So let's say we need to make 1000 military science. That will be a safe number. And then a whole bunch of red and green science. So that's our goal for now. First, I guess we could make the lab setup a little better. Now I have 6 assemblers. I think I'm going to reduce to 4 assemblers. And I think I'm going to move it over a little bit. But I'm also think I'm going to move it down a little bit so I can fit some more labs. We can then put some more labs up there. That's 20. It's not enough though. I think I want some more labs. Alright, so let's get rid of these assemblers. In order to make space for the labs, we're going to need a nice square power grid in here. I said a nice square power grid in here is very important. Okay, so looks like we are going to need some more labs. 9 more labs. But let's make 11 more labs, so we have a total of 30 labs later on. I disconnected my base. That is quite dumb. Alright, so let's put our attack stuff in here for now. And then we can work on getting some labs. I also want to upgrade to the Tier 2 assemblers, my entire base. Alright, so that should make 10 labs, I guess. Let's start by upgrading these ones themselves. And these ones are going to get reconstructed. Now we're gonna make a neat base instead of chaotic all over the stuff. Alright, I have my 9 labs. Alright, it does look complete. I need some more chests though to feed ingredients. And two labs for later use when we have a real base. I like to have 30 labs, but now we have 28 due to it being split over 4 assemblers. Alright, let's make some more of those. Okay, all of my assemblers are going to be blue assemblers from now on, and I think these are the last ones. They should disappear here. 0 of those now. They are disappearing and they are gone. Nice. Now we have a modern blue base. This is going to be our science distribution system. Okay, nice. Then let's connect this somewhere through here so that we can deconstruct all of those power poles here. This is not connected, I was already wondering. So that no single power line breakage can disable the entire base. Alright, so now let's give ourselves a little bit of space. And then maybe like here, we're going to make ourselves a nice walking path. For now up to there. And we're going to keep making those assemblers. Okay, we are out of chips now. Come on, almost. We're almost there. I just want to get rid of all of those old style assemblers. Right, we did it. Let's deconstruct this then. Alright. And then here is the master plan. This walk path allows me to reach 4 assemblers on the right side and 4 on the left side. And these are 32 assemblers. And we're going to build another set of 32 assemblers. I don't have enough right now though. But we can do half of them. Okay, we're not going to keep all the squares and build around it. Unfortunately for the ones who are thinking that, I have no intention of doing so. Alright, so this is how it's going to look. For now, these are 2 sets of 32 assemblers. And let's put my personal stuff away. And this is my collection system, and I can just start collecting all of those plates, and I will stash them in these top row of chests. And like that I can easily keep track of how many resources I control. And it looks at this moment I have 6 chests of iron plates. Yeah, 6 and almost 7. And I have 4.5 chests of copper plates, so that's easy. Now, a chest also has 32 inventory slots, so now I can work on getting some signs, red and green signs, and I can now just convert resources by the chest full. I just grab a whole chest and I convert a whole chest of plates into half a chest of gears. And since 32 and 8 all divide by 4 and we have 4 science assemblers, it's pretty easy to make the right ratio of stuff. We're gonna need some more assemblers though, so let's also make some copper wire for green chips, I guess, for personal use. So grab a half chest and some random ones. Okay, so I'm first going to build some stuff for me personally before I will do the signs. Basically, we need green chips. We still have some green chips. Alright, I think we have enough assemblers to finish this row now. Keep an eye on pollution. Yeah, it's going up again. Slowly. Aha! Looks like when I disconnected my base, it caused a quick dip in pollution. So maybe we should use the tactic sometimes, just do a quick dip in power availability to our base. And we get we get a dip in enemy attack stuff. Oh, this is dangerous. If I do that with a full inventory, Oh, there was nothing inside anymore, but then basically your stuff will spill over the ground like in one of those troepen videos. Alright, so let's start making signs. So first I'm going to make 1.5 chest of copper wire. And for this we need an empty inventory. Let's grab 1.5 chest, we make copper wire, and then we can make 1 chest of iron into green chips. Let's move over the coal belt a little bit while we wait. We can maybe move it right next to the power plant. Output priority to the power plant again, let's not forget about that. Theoretically these could be green chips now. And we just grab a chest of iron. Like this. Grab all these green chips. These copper wires. And just make a full chest of... This will be half a chest of green chips. Then we need a whole bunch of iron gears again. And again we can grab like 1.5 chest of iron. And that will prepare most of the stuff we need for 1600 red and green science packs. So let's put a couple chests here. We're going to need half a chest of copper. Half a chest of iron gears. That is 1600 red signs right there. And then we're going to need 1600 inserters and 1600 belts. While we insert the other half of the last 1/3 of the copper wire in here. So 100 circuits, 100 iron gears. We still need some more iron gears. That's going to start off the production elements for green signs. And wait until I have 800 gears again. So that should make everything we need for 1600 red and green science packs. Let's see how much resources we still have remaining. Still have 3 chests of iron. And 3 chests of copper at this point. Alright, so the first half should be done. And I guess we can start distributing red signs. Let's make 1 chest. 2 chests so we can do some easy distributing. Well, let's wait on this, it's almost ready. while we just maybe do some more of this. Alright, that stuff is ready. Away all the stuff. So that is a full chest of inserters, a half a chest of belts, 1600 of both, and 1600 iron gears and 1600 copper wire. So that exactly fits. Let's put half of the ingredients away and then we can just shift right click. Alright. That is half of the resources distributed. Oh, no, no, no. That went slightly wrong, but nothing we can't fix. And then half here and half here. Now we are making 1600 red and green science packs, which means we can start researching military science pack, physical damage 2, and I think this one is cheap enough to get it. To get a little bit more damage per second out of each individual turret. Nice. So let's check pollution, how's it going? Yeah, now we are already seriously starting to pollute these guys. But now we are on the way. We have started to take the first steps to be able to at least damage behemoth biters a little bit with our journey towards physical damage 3 and 4. But before we can do that, we first actually need to make the military science, which is what we'll start working on next. So for this episode, let's make save so I don't waste too much time for there's no chit chat achievement. This episode is finished. We'll just take a little bit of a look at the map. We took out our first 2 nests of the game, both spitter nests, which we could take on thanks to them having no armor whatsoever. We could just use our early game armor and stuff. Now that those sponges are gone though, pollution is already starting to push up on these nests, Pollution is through the hole in the forest on these nests, on these nests, so we have a lot of potential new problems. So we'll have to see if we can keep producing this at all times or not. Maybe it's too much, maybe we can add a little bit, but yeah, that is for us for later to find out. I think once these 3 are gone, pollution can spread out a little bit further beyond here, which will help a little bit, though there is not really a lot of good pollution absorbing land beyond these guys. But we need to get rid of them because yeah, we cannot really reliably defend against behemoth biters because they have all that armor. We would need like thick walls of gun turrets in every possible location to be able to fend them off. So anyway, the focus of this episode has been completed. We built a shiny assembly area which we are going to use for the near future at least. We have red and green signs running, we have a full belt of iron and a half belt of copper producing for the rest of the game, as long as we remember to keep fueling these furnaces, which we should do every time before we go away. So basically, production will continue, we can process this into whatever we need, we can go do something on the map like take out these guys, or next episode take out these guys, and then we can come back, process the built up plates into whatever we need next, and then we can repeat. So production will continue at a constant maximum rate possible. Our production is limited by the miners and not by the speed at which we can convert it into whatever we need at the moment. So yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one where we will take on our first behemoth biters.